Leandro Trossard's late deflected strike broke the deadlock as Arsenal close in on their first title. For 22 years, Arsenal keeper David Raya made vital saves from Teddy Castellanos and Matheus Fernandes. West Ham saw Callum Wilson's stoppage time strike ruled out by VAR for a foul by Pablo on Arsenal keeper David Raya. Gunners are now 5 points clear of Manchester City with a game in hand, while West Ham stay in the drop zone. Leandro Trossard's late winner moved Arsenal a step closer to the Premier League title and left West Ham United deep in relegation trouble after a dramatic finale at London Stadium. Arsenal had been frustrated by the struggling Hammers until Trossard, who struck the woodwork twice within seconds in the first half, broke the deadlock when his shot deflected and off Tomas Sosek with 7 minutes left. This may yet go down as the most consequential VAR call in Premier League history so far. Such are the ramifications at both ends of the table. It meant joy unconfined for Arsenal, but for West Ham, the contrast could not be greater, as they are in the relegation places, 1 point behind Tottenham Hotspur, having played a game more. Arsenal dominated the opening exchanges but lost momentum when manager Mikel Arteta surprisingly moved Declan Rice to right back after Ben White went off with a knee injury. Rice returned to his more familiar midfield role in the second half, but West Ham gained confidence and it needed that crucial save from keeper Raya, who had earlier saved from Teddy Castellanos' header to deny Fernandes from point-blank range when he looked certain to score. Trossard then made his vital intervention, and Wilson's goal was disallowed for the foul on Raya, meaning Arsenal, who have already reached the Champions League final close in on their first title for 22 years. Arsenal took a giant stride towards that elusive Premier League title after this win at West Ham United, but the nerves jangled throughout, right up until that remarkable conclusion. The celebrations from Arsenal supporters were just as wild when West Ham's stoppage time goal, which would have almost certainly denied them victory, was ruled out for a foul on Raya as he tried to collect a corner. It was a decision that not only decided the destiny of the points here, it may also have decided the destiny of the Premier League title and condemned the Hammers to the championship next season. The celebrations were purer minutes earlier, when Trossard scored, but this was a win earned the hard way by the Gunners. In the opening exchanges, their superiority was so great, it looked like it would only be a matter of time before they scored. Arteta's puzzling decision to move Rice to right back in place of injured White, a mistake he corrected at half-time, stopped Arsenal in their tracks. And once again, they were grateful to Raya for 2 superb stops from Castellanos and Fernandes to ensure they left East London with 3 points. It completed a superb week for Arteta's side after they also reached the Champions League final, where they will face Paris Saint-Germain on 30 May. The sound of fury echoed around London Stadium when Wilson's last gasp strike was ruled out by VAR, and then again at the final whistle. West Ham and their supporters were nursing a sense of injustice, but the greater pain comes from the fact they are now staring relegation in the face, especially if rejuvenated Spurs win at home to Leeds United on Monday. The Hammers were slow to start. Players and supporters only enlivened when Crescencio Somerville crunched into a tackle on White that saw the defender limp out of the action. West Ham will have other regrets, especially the late save by Raya from Fernandes. The keeper did well, but Fernandes simply had to score when unchallenged 8 yards out. There is still hope for the Hammers, who travel to Newcastle United, then face Leeds United on the final day of the season, but time is running out. Arsenal face Burnley at Emirates Stadium on Monday, 18 May 20, OOBST, while West Ham United are away to Newcastle United on Sunday, 17 May 17, 30 BST. Arsenal survived a huge scare after Leandro Trossard's goal kept the Premier League title race firmly in their hands in a tense 1-0 win at West Ham. Pep Guardiola's rallying cry of "Come on you Irons" on Saturday seems set to do the trick after Callum Wilson's stoppage time effort almost did Manchester City a huge favour. But after an agonizing VAR check, the apparent equalizer was ruled out for a foul on Gunners goalkeeper David Raya. Trossard had struck 8 minutes from full time to keep Arsenal 5 points clear of their rivals and on the brink of a first title in 22 years. Now, all that stands between them and the title is a visit from relegated Burnley and a trip to a Crystal Palace side who will be focused on their Conference League final date with Rayo Vallecano 3 days later. Follow the game back below with our dedicated match blog, featuring expert insight and analysis from Matt Very at the London Stadium.